Hey guys, it's the Plum Dot here, and welcome back to my channel for another speed build. Now, I am particularly excited about this speed build because if you guys missed the title, this is a collab with the lovely Rachelle of Kiwisimming. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Rachelle in case you guys aren't aware, in case you guys aren't already subscribed to her channel, in case you guys have been living under a rock. This girl is amazing. Now, I'm not the type of person to fangirl over people. It's just not in my nature, but I discovered Rachelle's channel about probably 2 years ago, and I've been hardcore fangirling over everything that she puts out since then. In fact, Rachelle was probably one of my biggest inspirations to actually take the plunge into YouTube, start my channel, and start doing speed builds. So if you guys enjoy what I do here, you guys have Rachelle to thank for that, because without seeing her channel and the amazing stuff that she does, I probably never would have started here on YouTube. But let's talk a little bit more about Rachelle, because she is genuinely one of the most genuine people that I have come across in this community. She is such a humble person, and I am so lucky to call her my friend. So here on YouTube, she does Let's Plays, she does Creative Sims, she does builds, she does renovations, she does decoration videos, she does apartment builds. She loves to decorate an apartment, and not only in The Sims 3, but also in The Sims 4. But there is more. Oh, how now, brown cow, I am not done. Rachelle actually streams 5 days a week, and the girl is just, she's like a beast. She is just like a creating beast, and I just don't know how she does it. But Rachelle deserves a little bit of congratulations, because she has just become a full-time streamer and YouTuber, and I couldn't be more proud of her, because she's just seriously so good. So if you guys are not subscribed to her, what are you doing? You need to go over to her channel and subscribe. You also need to go and give her a follow on Twitch, and you guys should drop by her streams, because she is very entertaining. I mean, she thinks she's funny, and she's funny sometimes, not all the time, but her streams are a good time, and I promise you guys will really, really enjoy it. So I'm going to drop all of her links down below in the description. Definitely go and show her some love, and I'm so excited to watch what she's done with the interior of this house, because let me tell you, this collab has been a long time coming. Just like a long time. So I actually asked Rachelle to collab back in January. Yes, 6 months ago, I asked Rachelle if she would be down to collab, and she was like, yes, I want to collab, let's do it, yada yada yada. Well, then the worst happened. The unimaginable happened. When you're a builder, like, the worst thing that could ever happen to you happened to me. I got a case of builder's block, and not just any builder's block, like the hardest hitting builder's block that you could ever imagine. I would build a box and I was like, nope, this is not going to turn into anything. So I would just delete it, because I was like, this isn't going to turn out how I've imagined it. And that was me building a square box. I was like, nope, can't do it. It's just, my brain's not functioning. I have no idea where to go with this box. So I went to Rachelle and I was like, it's just not coming to me. I have no idea what I am doing here. I've forgotten how to build. I've lost my mojo. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. And Rachelle was like, it's totally fine. You know, this happens. Whenever you get it back, we'll get this collab out. It's not a big deal. Just take your time, and I'll fit you in when, you know, whenever you get your shit together, basically. She didn't say that. I'm saying that, because it took me quite some time to get my shit together in order to build this build. So I actually ended up building this build in April. And it kind of just flowed from me, and I was like, yes, baby, I am back. I can build. It's all going gravy. Everything's working out. I'm really happy with how this looks. So we have the Canary here. So like I said, I built this in April, and we are now in June. And so Rachelle got a little bit busy on her end, which is understandable, because at the time when we were doing this collab, planning it out, she was also, not only was she streaming 5 times a week, she was uploading daily to YouTube. She was also working a full-time job, and so you can imagine that she got really, really busy. And then she was and she was doubting herself a little bit. She was like, this house is huge and I'm not used to doing such big spaces. I just don't know what to do with it and it's a little bit overwhelming. Well, guys, I have seen some pictures, some sneak peeks of the inside, and I don't know what the girl was talking about. She did such a gorgeous job from what I can see, and I cannot wait to check out her portion of the video. But I completely understood where she was coming from, because sometimes you look at a big space and you're like, I have no idea how I'm going to fill this. But trust me, if you guys are watching my portion before you go over and head over and watch her portion, you are in for a treat. It looks absolutely stunning, and I'm so glad that we finally finished this and we finally came together, and we are at the point where we want to share our work with the world. But yeah, I'm so incredibly excited. So let me talk a little bit about this build if I can remember it, because like I said, I did finish this in April. I did voice it over, but everything that I said in that voiceover, not relevant. Not relevant 2 months later. So this is called the Canary, and from my recollection, it is 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. There is an office on the lower level. There is also sort of a space, a little laundry nook on the top level, and I named it the Canary just because of the yellow siding that I put on the roof line there. And this house has barely any CC. So that was one of the kind of things that Rachelle asked when we were planning out the collab. She said, okay, any packs, any store content, but no CC. Well, the roof is CC, but it'll just revert to an EA one if you don't have these particular roofs. And then there is a little bit of a kiwi surprise. Now I did put it in the download link in package form, so if you don't want the kiwi surprise in your game, then you don't have to have it. But let me tell you, when Rachelle saw the kiwi surprise that I put for her, she messaged me immediately and she was like, I screamed. I absolutely screamed. Now, if you guys are familiar with Rachelle, familiar with her channel, have been to her streams, you'll already know what the kiwi surprise is. You guys will know that she loves a particular artist. There was one artist in Rachelle's life that kind of always brings a smile to her face and makes her incredibly happy, and she's kind of used this kiwi surprise in her current household in some of her builds, and she likes to make a little bit of a shrine. So go ahead and guess down below what you think that this kiwi surprise is going to be. Rachelle liked it, and I'm hoping that you guys will like it as well. And hey, you can build your own shrine to this particular artist if you so wish to do so. So I'm really excited to be sharing that. I actually had that CC made for Rachelle probably back in February. As soon as we kind of figured out the details of what we were going to do for the collab, I went to a friend of mine, Tangy0906 on Tumblr, and I said, hey, can you make me some CC, because I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to making CC. So I would really love if you could make this picture into a portrait or a painting or a poster for me, and I'm going to use it in a collab with Rachelle, and it's going to be a little bit of a surprise for her, and she did it within like 2 hours. It was so quick, and I was like, how did you do that? I don't get it. I don't get how you did this so quickly, but she did it. And I think I only asked for like 2 pictures, but she gave me a bonus picture as well, so I was really happy about that, and I was like, I cannot wait until Rachelle is able to see this. And actually, this particular piece of CC, I was actually going to use it in the Deanda Hall renovation that I did quite some time ago, and it was in the music students room, but I cut all of that footage out because I really wanted Rachelle to be the first person to use it in her game and actually see it in her game, if that makes sense. So I took it out of the Deanda Hall renovation, and it's just sort of been sitting in my game since February, and I finally got it over to Rachelle in April, and like I said, she really enjoyed it, which made me really happy. So my job was done there. I was able to surprise Rachelle, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. So I am here working on the backyard. There's not much to it. It's just sort of a multi-tiered backyard. I did change things around a little bit, and I put in like a little gardening area, but I left it pretty much blank so that Rachelle could do what she wanted to do with the backyard, because, you know, that was her domain. domain. In terms of decorating, I was just the exterior. I laid out the interior for her, but I just said, if you want to change anything, go for it. So like I said, this is 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, but I don't know how, excuse me, I don't know how Rachelle has decorated the inside fully. I've seen overhead shots, and like I said, from what I've seen, it is absolutely stunning, but I cannot wait to watch her portion of this build. So, yeah, we're gonna do some landscaping, which you guys know is not my forte. It's not what I love the most about building and decorating because I'm atrocious at it, but I'm practicing. I'm trying to get better at it, and hopefully one day it'll just not be such a chore for me to do landscaping, because right now it's the thing that I dread the most when it comes to building and decorating homes in The Sims, because I don't know, it just takes a long time, and sometimes I think I go a little bit overboard like I have done here. I think there's way too many rocks, but don't worry, I do go back and fix that, because that is just rock overload. Like, I love me some rocks, I love me some buckhorns, which I'm glad I was able to use in here, but I love me some rocks, but this is just way too many rocks. So I do go through and I do change that, because it was just kind of like an eyesore for me when I was looking at this. I was like, nope, this does not work whatsoever. It's not working out. So I put in those shrubs, and yeah, so this is basically the front. I'm going to throw down some trees in a minute, and then we're going to paint the decks, paint the underside of the deck roofs, and then I'm just going to go do a very simple layout on the interior of this house of the Canary. So what else do I have to say? In case you guys didn't know, we're having a little bit of a heat wave here in the UK, and it's not nice. I don't do well with the heat because of sweat. I don't like to sweat. Like, who likes to sweat? I would rather glisten. You know, glisten sounds a lot better than sweat. But I am sweating in this heat, and it is atrocious. It is disgusting. And I'm sweating from places I didn't even know I could sweat from. Like, I've got some swoob going on. I've got some swat going on. That is back, not crack. And it's just not a good time. My little hands are sweating. They're all sticky, icky, gooey. But that's enough about that, because like I said, that's gross. We're on the interior. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but in the beginning of this build, I actually built those stairs. Now, I probably could have used an L-shaped stair from the Sims 3 store, but I wanted to be a little bit extra and build my own stairs. Now, the thing about them is that you can't recolor them once they're in place, just because I use CFE. So if you do download the shell, you're kind of gonna have to make your floor fit in with the stairs. I'm really sorry about that, but it is a cool little effect that I learned to do, and I knew I wanted to put it in this house because I think we need more versatility when it comes to L-shaped stairs, because I wanted a double L-shaped staircase to put in this grand home. So we're here on the lower level, and this is the living room that we're looking at now, next to the garage, and then it goes into the dining room, which goes into the kitchen. So it is all open plan, and then we're gonna mosey on upstairs, which is where you will see the Kiwi surprise. So I'm just putting in some standard flooring, and then we're gonna move on upstairs once I put the railing on the stairs. And again, you can see that I couldn't recolor it, so I had to grab the stairs from the outside, and I just put on a basic paint. So here we are on the upper level, and the only things that I need to do is lay out the 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, the little laundry area, and throw down that Kiwi surprise. Bam! Just like that. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Love you, and leave you guys with some music. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. I will be linking all of Rachelle's links down below in the description. Her YouTube, her Twitch, her portion of this collab. Guys, go and show her some love. She is an amazing, amazing creator, and she deserves all the love in the world. I'd less than 3 her to the moon and back. And if you guys aren't already subscribed and you like what you see, why don't you go ahead and hit that button. Don't be a plum stranger now, guys. Bye!